This
is
conference will now be recorded.
regular
Okay.
continuation of the topic. So yeah, can you please walk me through towards your technical background?
I do not have a technical background right now, but
Mhm,
I'm doing my
mhm.
degree in cybersecurity,
Okay, that's
uh,
great.
where they are trying to get me through the networks and everything, like Cisco networking and everything, and also with the cloud services.
Mhm,
Right now, the classes which I'm taking right now is AWS cloud services, and if you ask me, it's taking me a little bit of more time in learning all the things,
mhm,
and because they're trying to get me into the Amazon cloud practitioner. That's what they're preparing me for that class. So each and every
mhm.
class I'm doing, like after I pass the class, they're saying like you can go take your certification if you want to. So that's what they're trying to do. Because I did. So the thing is, like, I heard that AWS is integrating with different services and everything, and it's best to learn some of the tools and what are the applications. So that's what I wanted to jump into ServiceNow thing. So I'm pretty new. I do not have any technical background as far as now, because I'm in retail for 4 years now.
Mhm.
But I do not have a technical background, so this is like starting from scratch for me. So
Okay, that's great. Okay, so talking about ServiceNow, so how you came across ServiceNow? I just want to
yeah, the
understand
service
that
now
part.
actually, yeah, I did like talk to my sister. I think Kirtana. I think you did train her too. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm her brother, so I'm her elder brother, and she's the one who told me about the service now thing, and also I did some homework, kind of like I did went over some of the things online, and saw that ServiceNow actually makes more reliable on the billing and all the whatever the application and cloud services for AWS and also Microsoft Azure.
Mhm.
So that's how I came across this ServiceNow thing. So
Okay, perfect. So yeah, anything which you have heard on the technical ground of the tool?
no.
Okay, take. So just to give a very basic statement, what if anyone asks me in a non-technical perspective, what is exactly ServiceNow? Where does it fit in? So my answer would be ServiceNow is nothing but it is a ticketing tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I say a ticketing tool, the terminology surely speaks about that. Yeah, we are going to raise ticket of certain kind, correct?
Okay.
Now, when I say ticket, what can it be? Like, okay, it does make sense that yeah, we are going to raise ticket, but in what scenario, in which case?
So,
Okay.
uh, yeah, you're
So
asking
what?
me.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm just trying to give that answer
Sure.
to
Sure.
it.
Okay. I'm
So
sorry.
what
Yeah.
we so what we need to understand over here in this case is, let's say I just take an example that suppose all of us, me, you, and Shrinivas, we are working for some XYZ company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's say I joined the company newly. What I need from the organization, the minimal I need based on my job profile, obviously things may vary, but minimal I need is a laptop.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I need a laptop through which my day-to-day activity I can carry forward. Correct.
Okay.
Now, let's say you joined the company as a HR.
Okay.
So apart from laptop, you also need a mobile phone maybe to make the corporate calls, give the interviews and whatnot.
Yeah. Sure.
Similarly, the need can be different for different resources based on what job profile they belong to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if a person is belonging to, let's say, maybe he's a network expert, so
Okay.
his job profile also revolves around getting the access on the network. Some other may need access to some software, some other may need some hardwares also because their job profile is
Mm-hmm.
around working that area.
Okay.
So overall, we can say overall, if we generalize, we can say it's totally based on your job profile, what exactly, what all application, what all devices you needed from your company. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Via ServiceNow, what are we doing is, via ServiceNow, we are giving a platform through which employees of the company can request for such products.
Okay.
Like, let's say if I'm working for XYZ company and I need a laptop. So obviously, let's say if it is only a small scale company with around maybe 10, 20 resources, I could have
Mm-hmm.
directly walked to the person, asked him to give me the product, correct?
Yes. Okay.
I'll go ahead, check, okay, where is the IT support desk sitting? One of my friend told me, yeah, they are at second floor or wherever it is. I'll go there, get the product.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, if it is a large scale company, things don't work that way. They have to be more systematic
Mm-hmm.
for companies to work properly and stuff like that. Because obviously, let's say, suppose the organization is a large scale organization, maybe around maybe 10, 20,000 of the employees, or maybe larger than that. So in that case, the IT support desk person, if you think from his perspective, in a day, maybe around out of, let's say, out of the 8 working hours, maybe around 3 4 hours of his bandwidth is going in helping the in-house resources.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When that happens, for him to justify this at the end of the month to his manager, for them to understand that, yeah, I was working, but I was doing this X, I was doing this Y, surely he needs certain proof.
Okay.
Because in this case, when he is helping the in-house employees, he is not generating revenue for the company directly, correct?
Okay.
If I am the, let's say I'm the IT support desk person, if I'm helping the in-house employees, is it giving profit to the company directly? Obviously, no.
Yeah, I
Agree to
get it.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
So in that case, what could have been better? In that case, surely it could have been better when we would have given what? When we would have given the company a tool to record these kind of transaction. Why? Because rather than doing it manually, if things are recorded, if it's recorded, okay, the technician got the ticket at this time he started working on it, this time he fixed it. So now when the duration are all recorded over the tool, for him also it becomes easy to justify his level of effort to his manager. Plus
Mm-hmm.
obviously for end user also, both are in win-win. For end user also, now if things are happening via a tool, for end user to track his ticket, to get the update, everything for him also becomes a easy path,
Okay.
correct? So that's why for that
Yes.
particular reasoning, it is always better if we go with what? If it is always better if we go via a tool to do these kind of org level interaction. When you need any new offering, you make a request inside the tool to get the offering.
Oh, okay. Can I have a
Mhm,
question before we
mhm.
go through. Can you give me an example of one simple example how the ticketing works, like just to normalize the thing? So,
Can I give you an example of what? Sorry, can you repeat?
can you give me an example of how the ticketing works? Like you were saying that we track everything, what's going on the end user, and also.
Mhm.
So, if you can give me a simple example, like just in case this is a instance, we have something
I
like
will
that.
do as in I'll talk about everything
Yeah.
in
Okay.
every
Okay. I
detail.
just wanted to.
What I'm trying to do over here is I just want to prepare a base there.
Sure.
So first thing which I told you just now is, if a person needs a new offering, if a person needs a new product, he will
Okay.
request it from the organization via the ticketing tool.
Yeah, the ticketing too. Okay.
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 So now the next aspect can be what? Obviously, I can't say a ticketing tool will only be used for that purpose. Otherwise, why will the company invest in it? Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
The other aspect of the tool can be if something is broken, if something is not working as desired. Like for example, again, from the company perspective, I first thing I requested the laptop when I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
What if today the corporate laptop is broken?
Okay.
It's not booting it up or whatever the issue may be. In that case, if it is corporate laptop, I will not pay for its repair.
That's right. Yeah.
The concerned team has to help me over there.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
So again, in that case, I need a tool where I can raise a ticket for my organization technicians to say, okay, so and so issue I'm facing. It may be, let's say, printer access I'm not having, or
Mm-hmm.
my laptop is not booting it up. That is overall, I can say, if something is not working as desired for me.
Okay.
So if something is not working as desired for me, then what will I do? Then again, I'll go ahead, I'll need a tool where I can make such request.
Sure.
Good so far?
Yes. Yes. I'm good.
So these are the two areas. First thing, we need new product. We make a request inside the tool. Second, we have some issue. We make a request again inside the tool.
Inside the tool. Yes. Okay.
So these are the two major areas because of which we will be doing what? These are the two major areas because of which we will be using ServiceNow.
Sure. Okay.
Good so far?
Yes. Yes. I'm good. I'm clear. I got that. I got the point. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, so these were the major baseline application because of which ServiceNow was designed. But obviously, for a tool to grow, the tool has to
Mm.
provide n number of other benefits apart from that.
Yeah. You're right.
Correct? So what
Yes.
ServiceNow has done is, and that's why its demand has been so much into the market, because ServiceNow has made itself grow day by day a lot. As in today, if you talk about ServiceNow, it's giving you n number of other application apart from these.
Yes. Okay.
Just to mention some of it, ServiceNow today is also offering applications for finance management, for
Mm-hmm.
HR application.
Okay.
Uh, it is even giving us as a developer the options to design an application from scratch. What it means, we will see it in detail at the time of your development. But
Sure.
overall, I can say that across this path, ServiceNow has developed, ServiceNow has expanded its horizon in many different applications, thinking about all the different aspects of a tool. So obviously the companies are now happy with this process,
Okay.
because using a single tool, they are able to achieve each and every part of the automation of the company.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay. So that was the baseline. That is, I told you a ticketing tool is nothing but, okay, we are going to raise
Mm-hmm.
tickets when we need a technical help of any kind, a new product or
Okay.
a broken
Okay.
product fix.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Now moving further, a little bit of overview again I want to give you further on it. So you may have a question, okay, is ServiceNow the first tool with this concept, or were there prior tools already with this concept? Sorry, already in the market, correct?
Yes. That's right.
So the answer to that is no. ServiceNow is not the first tool with this concept. If you will see the history of ticketing tools, there were prior n number of tools into the market existing with this concept.
Okay.
Now, one thing which clicks to us, one thing which we may be curious about is, okay, if it is already existing, why ServiceNow?
Yeah. Why service now? Yeah. Mm.
Then why did the companies, decided to do the transition?
Yes. Okay. Why did they migrate?
Correct?
Yeah. Okay.
So now what we need to understand over here in this case is that ServiceNow is saying, okay, at any particular point in time, whenever you are going ahead with ServiceNow, I'm just trying to
Mm-hmm.
give you the answer of why ServiceNow. So all the prior tools, if you see, any tool which was existing prior to ServiceNow, I'm talking about all the ticketing tools. So all the prior ticketing tools were being offered as a platform as a service.
Okay. Platform
When,
as service.
huh. So it means that whenever you get a tool as a platform as a service, what it means is that in that particular case, the entire platform of the tool is being delivered to you.
Okay.
Which means what? Which means, let's say, suppose I purchase some XYZ tool as a platform as a service, whatever it may be doing. Let's say maybe I purchase a library management tool. So if I'm purchasing a library management tool as a platform as a service, means the day my company will sign the contract with this tool owners and stuff, that day onwards, my library management tool will entirely be owned by the customers. So let's say
Okay.
that is, suppose I built a library management tool, you purchase it from me. So if I'm selling off the tool as a platform as a service, in that case, the day you got the tool, now you as a company, you are responsible for working on each and every aspect of the tool. That is maintaining the database. Obviously, it'll have to have database where the data will be stored about these transactions.
Yes, that's right.
Then working on the what do you say, database server. Each and every aspect is now there into your company perspective. Is there an overhead there? Obviously, yes, it is. Why? Because the overhead over there in that particular case is, if each and every aspect of the tool we are exposing it to your company, then your company will have to hire n number of different type of resources to maintain and manage the.
That's right. So we are responsible as a company. We are responsible to like work on that platform as a service, right? That's what we're talking.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. That is, for example, if I talk about things going further, I can even give you an example saying that, okay, if I'm using a ticketing tool, let's say, just to talk, mention some of it, just to give you little certain names over here. So if you will see the history, there were tools like IBM had IBM Tivoli. HP
Okay.
company's product name was HP Service Manager, and there was another tool called Remedy. So these were the major competitors.
Okay.
Again, there were n number of others. I'm just trying to give you little bit example, little bit of a relationship kind of thing here.
Sure.
Okay. So now when I'm talking about these over here, what we need to surely understand over here in this case is that at any particular point in time, when I'm saying a tool is being sold, when all these tools, as I named these, any of these were being sold as a platform as a service, means the day they were sold to the XYZ company, now the XYZ company have to take care of each and every aspect of it, as I mentioned, the database of it, the server of it, as well as the tool UI. As
Um, I,
I'll repeat
I
it. I'll repeat it. I think my
sure.
headset was removed. So what I was saying was, when I am signing the contract with any of the prior tools, as I
Mm-hmm.
said, all the prior tools were being delivered as a platform as a service, correct?
Yes.
So now I'm just trying to give you the understanding what is platform as a service. So as I said few minutes back, in that case, the platform of the tool is delivered it to you, correct?
Yeah. Platform the tool. Yeah. That's right.
So then when the platform of the tool is delivered it to you, what it means is the entire tool is now there into your company scope,
Okay.
which means the database of the tool, the server of the tool, now everything your company owns it up.
Okay.
The entire tool was delivered to your company. Your company has to now take care of the database, of the server, every aspect of the tool.
Okay.
So in that case, what benefit it has, that yeah, everything is there in the company scope only. But the overhead there is, the company will have to hire minimum of 3 different type of resources now to maintain the tool.
Yeah.
3 different type of resources to mention: one who knows database, one
Okay.
who knows server, correct? The
Yeah.
server related query, if and when server has to be expanded, server size has to be decreased, whatnot. And last but not the least, who knows the tool, like in this case, who knows your remedy, actually, who knows how the remedy baseline has been designed, so that if remedy tool overall has to be changed, the look and feel, new functionalities and all, this person is able to do that.
Okay.
Agree to that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now tell me one thing. A few minutes back I have made a statement that are any of these tools generating revenue for the company directly?
Uh, no,
They
because
are not. They
they
are just
don't.
automating the company's process.
Yeah,
If you see directly, they are not leading any profit to the company.
that's right. Yeah.
So when I'm saying they are not leading any profit to the company, what we want to do? We as
Uh,
a company, we want to do the cost cutting as much as possible in using such tool.
that's right. Yeah.
Plus at the same time, we want as many as applications which we can get into the tool. Like as I told, ServiceNow is also providing HRSM. It is also providing finance. Correct? So application wise, we know ServiceNow is providing n number of applications. So yeah, the transition will happen.
Okay.
What about the number of resources? How will ServiceNow take care of reducing that? So ServiceNow will take care of reducing that by making use of what? By making use of a concept called software as a service.
Software as a service.
What does that mean? When you sign a contract with a tool to use it as a software as a service, in that case, what will happen is, in that case, the tool is being offered as a software.
Okay.
In that case, like for example, the best example again over here for us to understand further will be, how do we use Facebook? Any idea on that?
No.
If you have to use Facebook, you just type in the URL. Do you have any
Yes,
hardware
you are.
prerequisite? No.
Yeah.
That is, let's say if I'm using Facebook, is the data getting stored into my local device? No.
No.
The data is totally owned up by Facebook as a company.
Yes, that's right.
Correct. So in that case, what we may want to understand is that in that case, the usage of the tool becomes easy for the customer, because customer never has to bother about taking the data backups and stuffs like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Correct. Because once the data is stored there, it's Facebook's responsibility to clone up the data or whatever the requirements are.
Okay. Sure.
Same is the case in ServiceNow. ServiceNow is also, so that approach is called software as a service. Why? Because the tool is being offered to the customers as a software.
Okay.
When I say as a software means what? The tool is being offered as a the tool is being offered as a software means, in that case, how are we accessing the tool? We are accessing the tool through the web-based interface.
Web-based interface. Okay.
Which means what? Web-based means we are typing in the URL and we are good to go.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, makes sense.
So what ServiceNow says to your company starts using ServiceNow as a ticketing tool. Now ServiceNow says, okay, I will take care of the database of the server of the tool. For your company, the database and server of the tool will always be in scope and maintained by ServiceNow.
Okay.
So your company will not have to purchase a database, as in the data space. Your company will not have to hire people who knows DB and stuffs like that. So obviously the number of resources are decreasing.
That's right.
What your company needs is surely developers, people like you and me, and it is good to go.
That's right.
So now obviously the cost cutting is there.
That's right. Cost cutting there.
When cost cutting is there, and as I said, okay, it is not generating revenue directly, surely the company will be happy with this experience.
That's right.
Correct. So that was the major reason because of which companies started shifting towards service.
Okay.
Okay. As we were talking about the demand, today if you talk about demand of service now, it's quite booming into the market. That is, if you talk about all the ticketing tool out of the market, I would say 90% of the companies are today using ServiceNow.
ServiceNow. Okay.
Now, when you ask, okay, which are these 90%? Are these only limited to the IT? So no, it is not limited to IT. Even just to mention the real-time example, even today Pizza Hut is using, even today US Army is using ServiceNow. That is, ServiceNow is doing nothing but any company's process, it is automating. It is just giving a medium to the people through which they can interact with each other.
Okay.
Correct? It's not doing anything else, as in it's anytime not holding it back to the IT company. It is saying, okay, any company's process we want to automate, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
That's the major benefit of the tool there. Okay, so that's why, yeah, the people are looking for this job opportunities and stuffs like that.
Sure. Okay.
Any query on this overview? I have not gone through the slide. I just wanted you to first get a baseline idea what ServiceNow is all about and all.
So
So any query?
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
So I do because since I was I'm been studying in college kind of thing where
Mhm.
they're going over AWS cloud services where software as a service, what we're talking about right now, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So
Uh-huh.
why does Amazon Cloud need ServiceNow? Because Amazon itself is a big infrastructure, big organization, but still, why there is a necessity of Amazon migrating to ServiceNow? Okay, so if you can help, if you can give me that answer. I was just trying to familiarize, like, why they are expecting something from ServiceNow, something. Yeah.
The major reasoning is that approach only software service thing. That is,
Okay.
the overhead is less, because of that the transition is there.
Okay.
Again, the second aspect, if you talk about another benefit of tool is ServiceNow every year it is releasing up new releases of the tool, in which
Oh.
it is providing fixes of the last release plus even giving you new features, new functionalities.
Okay. Okay.
When this happens, what benefit will we get there? When this happens, the benefit which will be getting up there in that case is obviously every time, if a tool is making sure that every time, every year it grows, obviously every year it means it is bringing up new functionality plus
Mm-hmm.
also providing fix of whatever the older functionality was. If that is having certain issue, it is also working on that area.
Okay.
So think about, if a tool is there which I'm using, and if suppose me as a company we feel that okay, so and so application of yours is not working fine, we approach ServiceNow and they are every year, as I said, they are in a continuous growth process. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously the company gets the desired outcome in maybe max a year. I'm just taking year as an example here. So obviously the company's expectations are getting met properly. So why not service? Why not that transition?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my service.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the answer. So I just want. Yeah.
Okay. So talking about this training, what this course is going to be all around.
Mm-hmm.
So this course will be talking about three different areas of the tool. First, we will be going towards the admin part of the tool, where I will try to get you guys comfortable with admin aspect of the tool.
Okay.
Okay, as in how, if I say you are going to maintain the tool, let's say as an admin, obviously in that case you understand what are the baseline of the tool.
Okay.
Like for example, creating users, as in giving access to the employees or resetting their password and whatnot. Why we will
Mm-hmm.
start from there is so that you get accustomed to the tool, you get comfortable with the tool, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Then we will move toward the development of the tool, and the closer of the training obviously will be towards the integration of the tool.
Okay.
Okay, these are the three major areas which will be revolving around. The course will be of 30 hours.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you may have a word with Srinivas with all of these. So he may share with you training content if you want to go through. I think anyway, Kirtana would have given you a little bit of overview of that.
I did get an email from Shrinivas
Uh-huh.
about from day 1 to day 30 what I'll be doing. So
Topics,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
did,
yeah.
yeah, I did see that email.
Okay. Okay. So I would wrap it up over here for the day. I would
Okay.
want you to, go through it, have a look, and then get back to us accordingly. We will start the class. Okay. So
Sure.
this was more of a demo anyway. So yeah,
Okay. So
that's the
I
thing.
think I'll be meeting back tomorrow. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Just have a
okay.
word with us, like how things should be planned and all. If you have any queries and concerns, and then
Sure.
yeah, surely we can start from tomorrow onwards.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Will half an hour late work for you?
You're talking about me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. You're talking
Hmm?
about coming to the training every day kind of thing?
Every day,
Yeah,
half an
sure.
hour late we will start. It should be okay, correct?
Yeah, yeah. We can start at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is 7:30 in India.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. 9 to
Okay, I'll talk to
yeah,
Shrinivas.
9 to 10. Yeah, that should work.
Okay, take it, perfect. Okay then. Chalo. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too. Thank you. Thank you very much, Saran. Thank you.